Okay, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to solve the problem of this circle here, this kind of messed up looking circle. Basically what you were saying is that you had this, I guess, this plus sign here and that you were unable to move some things, or I'm not really sure exactly, but or every time you tried to move something, oh yeah, I guess like that, that's what you were talking about, how it cuts it out. So what you want to do is, first of all, let's create this, let's make a little better circle here. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to go to Arrange. We're going to hit Constrain. Well, before that, let's just make a 7-inch right here and a 7-inch, okay? And then you hit Constrain Proportions. So this is all over here. Constrain Proportions means that now if you make this smaller, then the whole thing proportionally will reduce in size. Rather than if you take it off and you just hit like that, then it'll become like a blob. And we don't want that. Alrighty, so now 7, 7. 7's good. Now, let's zoom out a little here. Let's put this circle in the center of the page. See those yellow lines there? Those are the guide snap lines. Okay, now we're going to take the lines that you made. Oops. And you click on it lightly, you tap, you know it's selected because you have these two little ends on them, the square ends. Drag it down and see, again, the snap line has snapped it in place there. Let's make it a little bit longer, and what we're going to do is let's just make it a little longer here. We'll just drag it visually, nice and neat right there, okay? And we can do the same thing here. So actually, let's just delete that. Let's take this. We're going to duplicate this line, and then I'm going to go over here and say I want a 90-degree angle. And now it made a 90-degree angle. And let's bring that here. Drag it down. There we go. Kind of odd. That line should be the same length. Oh, it is. Okay, it is. All right, so now we have the problem of this thing where it was like disappearing, right? So what you want to do is you go over here, Object Placement, have it say Stay on Page, and click Text Wrap None. So now it takes care of that. So what that does is basically, if you imagine, if you look here at these little pictures right here, it shows, it's essentially, if you look at the lines here, the lines are a sample of text, and the little triangle is an image. So if you imagine like something in the newspaper, for example, you know how or in a textbook, you have text lines that wrap around images. And so you can select, well, automatic, have it nice and tight, around, above and below, so it doesn't go next to the image, or none. And that just gives you full control over everything, which is how I generally like stuff. And so now, just bring all this stuff, like that there. And, you can do however you want. Bring it in. So again, I like to just say everything, keep it all, 2.5 or whatever it is. Constrain Proportions, again, 2.5, 2.5, hit Constrain, okay, again, 2.5, 2.5, Constrain, and just tuck it right in there, right the box in the middle. Again, this guy here, 2.5, 2.5, Constrain. This one needs to be a little bit larger, it seems. So we can well, you might not necessarily want to constrain proportions on these boxes. Okay, So, this is interesting here. What's happening here? Why is that 4? Kind of like that there. Not sure why it's doing that. Oh, see, it was doing that because I forgot to turn this automatic text wrapping off. So now you just saw me make a mistake, which is good. So stay on page, none. Boom. Stay on page, none. So you got to make sure to do it for all of them, right? Stay on page, none. Okay. So now pull it back over here. Make that box 2.5 and 2.5. Okay. Now it seems that we need a little bit more. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So now, if you ever need to figure out about the circle, fixing the circle, fixing lines, or having that object placement and text wrap placement where it was hiding when you moved stuff, that's how you do it. And it's under Format, and Arrange. Okay, Arrange. Make sure you have your box selected and go to Object Placement, select which one you want, select Text Wrap None, and there you go. Okay. This stuff down here is alignment. You can also send things backwards. As you see, it just disappeared. We want to keep all that stuff front. And that's it for that there. Yeah. Okay, cool.